Welcome, welcome everybody. Can you guys hear me and right now see me well? Let me know right now in the live chat. I think the audio is actually doing good. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is tell me where you guys are saying hi from. Remember, super important for me. If you guys can tell me where are you saying hi from. Welcome to this specific training. This is a full training on the 2-minute strategy. You probably guys already know this. You probably already know what strategy I'm talking about. So yes. Let me know where you guys are saying hi from. Welcome. I got people from USA, the United States of America. I don't know how to say that name. I'm sorry, but I know the country though. So let me just go ahead and pull out the live chat because I want to make sure. Hold on. I want to make sure I read all of your comments. All right. All right. So I got people from Philippines. I have people from Grenada, I think, Moscow, Russia, Bangladesh, or Uzbekistan, Botswana, Cote d'Ivoire, okay. Romania, South Africa, Morocco. How you doing? South Africa, how's everybody doing? Welcome to this streaming. Welcome. All right, so this training is actually not going to be available once I'm finished with it, okay? Because I'm going to upload it to a different platform. And if you guys are watching this, then you guys should definitely pay attention, all right? So I got as well South Africa, Philippines, Wales, okay? Texas, Chicago, Kenya, Montenegro. So welcome everybody to this specific streaming. Make sure that you guys grabbed a snack and more importantly that you guys are actually paying attention to this entire training. Actually have my screen right here with you guys so that I can read your questions. I actually have them right here. Obviously I'm going to move it all the way over here so that you guys can see my entire screen. Sorry that my camera is actually not in front of you, but the previous camera that I was actually using was a camera that I don't know, for some reason didn't do good with the lighting in my office, but hopefully you guys can see better right now this angle. So what is the 2-minute strategy? For those of you who don't know what the 2-minute strategy is, the 2-minute strategy is, and let me just go ahead and find a video here on my YouTube channel. By the way, find me on BLW Online Trading, hit that subscribe button. And it is one of the most popular videos actually that I have over here on YouTube. And you guys can see this here. It says the best IQ option strategy tutorial, because I actually showed this strategy by using IQ option in the past. So basically is this one right here. As you can see, it has 359,000 views, and this one right here has 420,000 views. Both of the videos are actually super actually clear, but I decided to have a full training in regards to it so that I could show you exactly how this strategy works. So in this specific training, we are going to learn how to use the 2-minute strategy for IQ options. So make sure that even if you already know this strategy, you stay up until the end of this webinar, and more importantly that you guys prepare your questions, your Q&A, write them down, and then at the end of this training we're gonna have some Q&A and hopefully we can have some live trades. I'm always reading over there the comments, that's why I'm not looking at the camera for the entire time. I'm still reading some people that are from, let me see, South Africa, Nigeria, I got people from Barbados, South Africa as well, Romania. So welcome everybody to this YouTube transmission. Yes, we're going to be using two brokers actually. We're going to be using Quotex and we're going to be using Pocket Option as well. I'm going to explain you the strategy on both of the brokers so that you guys can actually have diversification on your brokers. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that you guys got to do is actually go into, by the way, if you guys want to get any of these brokers, the links are in the description or in the live chat. There's going to be a pop-up message showing you the brokers that I'm actually using for this strategy. I recommend you to use the exact same brokers I'm using so that we can have a uniform result. Okay, so the first thing that you guys are going to have to do right here is actually change the time frame. So in this area right here, as you can see, you can choose 2M, which stands for 2 minutes, right? So we're going to choose the 2 minutes. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what pair I'm actually looking at right now. So I'm going to go to Euro USD. Okay, is everything closed right now? All right. Do we have a holiday today? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Euro USD and OTC for this training. Remember that you guys can use OTC for training only or for practicing only, but for real money, I do recommend you to wait for the real markets to be open. Okay, so we're going to be trading with Euro against the US dollar. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. The first indicator that you guys will have to use, we're actually going to use 4 different indicators for this specific strategy. Number 1, you guys will actually add moving averages. In total, you're going to add 3 moving averages, okay? The first one is going to be with a period of 6 and SMA, okay? As you can see, this stands for simple moving average. And you're going to choose a blue color, okay? I usually give it a little bit more thickness, but this is just me. And let me just go ahead and open it. There you go. Then you're going to add another one. Click on moving average again. In this one, you're going to change it to the period of 14. SMA as well, a little bit more thickness, and a yellow color. Last but not least, you guys are use another moving average. Click right here. We're going to leave it as a red color, but this one, we're going to have a period of 50. We're going to give it a little bit more thickness, and there you go. That's it. And the last indicator that we're going to use in this training is the MACD right here. And we're going to leave it as default. So we don't have to change anything. On Quotex, you guys can actually drag this right here so you can see the indicator a lot more. So how does this strategy actually work? So let me just go ahead and get my pencil right here. So how does this strategy actually work? The only thing you need to do is wait for crossovers on the moving average of that we are actually looking at. So these moving averages right here, we're gonna wait for the crossovers. But before I actually jump into it, let me just go ahead and explain you in case you don't know what is a moving average, okay? Because a lot of people are like, okay, what is like they use moving averages, but they don't fully understand what a moving average actually is. A moving average is just like the name stands. It's an average pricing on the candlesticks, okay? So when you actually use a moving average with a period of 1, it is an average of 1 previous candlestick. Is the average price of a previous candlestick. So usually it's in the middle. When you use a 20 moving average, for instance, it is basically the average price of the last 20 candlesticks. Okay, so if you use a 50 moving average, it basically is the 50 candlesticks average price. Okay, that's the reason why you see different movements in the moving average. So the reason why I'm explaining to you this is because a lot of people don't fully understand what a moving average is. So as you can see, the 50 moving average is far away from the actual candlesticks. Then the yellow moving average is slightly away from the actual candlesticks. And then we see the 6 moving average going almost all over across the candlesticks all the time. The reason why is because the blue line actually is an average of the last 6 candles. The yellow one is the average of the 14 previous candles. And the red one is the, what does it look? The red one is actually the average of the 50 previous moving average. Someone says that the chart looks different from yours. Yes, remember that we are using OTC, so OTC looks different on every single broker. Okay, so is that clear with what are the moving averages, or how do they work, or what is it that they are used for? You know, like what is the description of it, if you want to see it that way? Is it clear? I just want to make sure before I move on that this is clear. By the way, are you guys following me on Instagram already? You guys should. We're close to 100,000 followers, and you should follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of content about my day-to-day activities in there, and actually share whenever I'm actually going to go live. So yeah, hopefully that actually is clear. I'm gonna go through the questions then at the end of this training. Remember. So what is it that you are looking at when you're trading with this specific strategy? It's very simple. We're looking at crossovers. Whenever the blue line crosses, let me choose blue. Whenever the blue line goes like this and the yellow line goes like this, whenever the blue line crosses the yellow line, that's when we enter for a put. If the price is actually, if it's crossing going down, and if it crosses going up, that's when we go for a call position. As simple as that. And this is going to be a 2-minute position. 2-minute position is going to be this one. Does that make sense? I'm going to change it here in case I place any trade. I'm going to change it as well to $100. Does that make sense? So this, let me go ahead and show you a real example right now. There you go. Here it is. Take a look at this crossover right here, going down, and then you enter. Now, where do you enter? You don't enter at the beginning of the candle or the crossover. You don't enter here, because here, if you notice in this specific part, the candlestick hasn't really crossed. The moving average. But this one is after the cross. This one right here. This is the one that you enter for 2 minutes. This is the one that you enter for 2 minutes. Okay? Does that make sense to y'all? Does that make sense? Okay? Let's see another example real quick. This one right here. Take a look at it. This is the one that is actually before the crossover. We don't enter this one. But this one is after the crossover. You see, this one is before the crossover. This one is after the crossover. So this is the one that we enter in 2 minutes. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the opposite example and look for a call position. Where can I find one? There you go. Here we go. Take a look at it. This is before the crossover, and this is after the cross. So this one we don't enter. We enter this one right here. Now, you notice that I didn't use the example on the exact same area of the candlesticks, right? And there is a reason for it. With this strategy, it's way easier when you actually follow the trend. Now, the red line is the one that we are going to use in order to identify the trend. So, if the red line is above the candlesticks and going down like this one is going, this is a downtrend. I don't know why the charts keep moving. I'm sorry about that. That is a downtrend. Let me just go ahead and show you right here. Whenever you see that the red line is actually going down, it's a downtrend. And whenever you see that the red line is going up, that is an uptrend. As simple as that. What do? You place positions for a put position only whenever it's a downtrend, and you place a call position whenever there is an uptrend. Is that clear, guys? Let me know in the live chat. I want to make sure that you guys are understanding the strategy. Obviously, with the practice, is going to be way easier, but I want to make sure that you understand the basics, that you understand the theory on this specific strategy. I got right here, trend is your friend. True that. Trend is your friend. You always have to trade with the trend, okay? But I just want to make sure that you guys are fully understanding this and that you guys are paying attention, you know? Okay, I see yes. You guys understand it? Awesome. Beautiful. Remember, we're going to have some Q&A at the end of this training, so I'm not ignoring you. So, you know what I mean? Yes, every single candlestick is 2 minutes of lifetime. Okay? Clear? Awesome. Thank you. Beautiful. We're actually going to use pocket option in just a little bit in order to show the same strategy again. But for instance, right here, do we enter a call position in here? No, we don't. Why? The red moving average is above and it's turning to be down. We could win the trade. I'm not saying we're never going to win the trade against the trend, but why risk it, right? Why risk it? There's no reason why. Now, if the blue moving average starts going down again and it crosses going below, that's when we enter the trade. Okay? Now, what about the MACD? The MACD is going to be a third confirmation. The first confirmation is the crossover. The second confirmation is the trend. And the third confirmation is the MACD. Now, what does the MACD do? The MACD, what it's going to do is that it's going to tell you whether there is going to be a good entry point or not. Now, the MACD is actually going to cross after the candlesticks most of the times. Just like it's doing right here. As you can see, the moving average crossed on the previous one, but on the next one, the MACD crossed. So the MACD is doing similar movements to the moving average. As you can see, the moving average is like this and the MACD is like this. So what you need to do is take a look at the MACD and make sure that there is going to be a crossover as well on MACD before you enter the trade. Okay, so it's pretty much like telling you, hey, just to confirm, yes, there is going to be a new crossover in the next candlestick. Does that make sense? And as you can see right here, this is the candlestick that we should enter. Not this one, because this isn't the exact crossover. So this is the next one. And take a look. It's actually losing. Why? Because it's going against the trend. Okay? Now, this strategy is easily between, I don't know, let's say 75 to 80% accuracy. But if you do it right, if you follow all the indicators, it can turn into 85, 95%. Okay? Let's go ahead and do slightly Q&A before we jump into pocket option to show you the exact same strategy. Okay? Let's open for some Q&A. And we're going to see if it's completely clear for you guys or if you guys need any help. While you guys are doing this questions, I just want to point out that I did create an application specifically for this strategy called 2-Minute Strategy App. And the link is 2minutestrategyapp.com. This specific application is, first of all, a confirmation of what are your entry points. Okay, what are your entry points? So at the moment that you actually get this app, this is what it's going to be looking like. And by the way, this is the pop-up message that you're supposed to get. So as you can see, it says 2-minute call on Euro USD. And this is where you're supposed to enter the position. Okay. Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of arrows telling you what are the trades that you should be taking. Now, not all of them are actually winners. So what I recommend you to do is once you get the application, then simply add the moving average with a period of 50 like this. And you got to add a simple moving average and boom. Why is that? Any trade that is in the middle of the candlestick, ignore it. As simple as that. Why is that? because that basically means that that trade is going against the trend. So you're just supposed to enter trades that are with the trend. Okay, for instance, you enter this call position, this call position, this put position, call position, call position, call position, and so on. This is an application that has been in the market, I don't know, probably for over 2 years. And it's always been amazingly great. Now, is it free? No, nothing that, comes to make your life easier is for free. Remember, you guys can actually use this strategy by yourself 100% free, and there will be no problem at all. But if you want to get this extra tool, it's a one-time payment of $49.99. You guys will be able to the link even in the description or in the live chat. There's going to be a pop-up offer telling you there's a special promotion going on. And if you go into the website, you can talk to my chat team. There's a chat box right here that if you open up, you can talk to my chat team and ask any questions in regards to the app that you want to. This is the download section, and this works for MetaTrader 5. Okay. Okay. Let me see if there are questions. Okay, well, clear. So now let's go ahead and try to do the exact same strategy over here in Pocket Option. So we got a couple of indicators right here. I'm just going to delete them because we don't really need them. We're going to change the candlesticks right here to M2, which stands for 2 minutes. Boom. Now every candlestick is 2 minutes. And now we're going to add the indicators in this area right here. We're going to find the moving average. Here you just need to click 3 times and it's going to add all of them. And then you need to edit them right here. There's a little pencil right here. Hold on. Okay, I didn't change my screen. Let me just go ahead and start all over. So first of all, you select M2 right here, M2. There you go. Now in this area, you're going to add the indicators, moving average. You just need to click on it 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to edit them in this little pencil right here. So the first one, remember, can someone tell me what is the first one, the first period? Okay. Yes, period of 6, SMA. Now you only need to go in styles and change, first of all, the thickness and then the color. So I'm going to add it as a blue color and click on the save button. Now, who can tell me what is the second period on the moving averages? Second period on the moving average. Yes, it is actually 14. So we have 14. We go into the styles, change the thickness, and I'm going to choose the yellow color. Click on the save button. And who can tell me what is the third moving average, right? Yes, it's a period of 50. And in the styles, we're going to change the thickness and we're going to choose the red color. There you go. Click on the save button and you're good to go. Now, in the same area of indicators, we're going to choose the MACD and we're going to leave it as default. Now, this one, you can't really drag it, but there's a little arrow right here that you can actually just point out and you're going to be good to go. Okay, same thing with this specific strategy in this area. Take a look at it. Put position. First of all, downtrend. So we're looking for puts. Crossover right here. What is the one that we cross over? Not this one, but the next one after the crossover. So this one right here, I'm sorry. This one, I don't know. I didn't draw it. There you go. This one right here, and boom, won it. 2 minutes. Third confirmation. MACD is about to cross. It's about to cross in this area. So it basically means that, yes, we are safe. We're good to go, right? Let's go ahead and look for a different example. For an uptrend, maybe I can find. There you go. Boom. Perfect. Take a look at it. Crossover. Yes. Uptrend. Yes. MACD seems like it's going to be crossing. Yes. So we just need to find out which one. Not this one is previous. This one is right crossing. And this is the next one. So which one do we enter? The next one. Boom. We won it. 2 minutes. Pretty simple, huh? This is an easy strategy, okay? But we got some issues with this strategy. What are the issues with this strategy? First of all, the fact that a lot of people actually would chase trades, okay? Chasing trades, it's never good. So what do I mean by chasing trades? People either enter too fast, or they enter too early, or they simply, for some reason, they make the mistake of thinking that the price, like hoping that the price will actually go into the direction that they want to. Okay, but no, that's not always the case. So what you need to do is just wait for the right entry. For instance, this one right here, I'm actually right now on AUD CAD. Remember, we're on a TC, so we're looking at different charts. So don't follow my trade. Okay. So what is it that we do? We are supposed to actually wait up until the candle crosses, and then after the crossover, we're going to enter the position. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you all? Hopefully it does. So let me know. All-in Trade. Do I recommend All-in Trade? Yes, I do. It's actually a good broker. And yeah, they do have 2 minutes and everything. So they have everything that is needed. Change your 50 MA to color white. Not really. 50 red it's fine. Okay. Questions while we wait for this candlestick. Questions? Questions, people? There you go. Is IQ option okay? Yes. Is not clearly visible. I think you need to change the resolution of the video to 1080p. Questions. We're waiting for this trade. Okay, the crossover on MACD, for those of you who have questions in regards to it, the cross on MACD does not have to happen entirely. Okay, what's going to happen is that it's going to help you check whether it looks like it's going to cross. For instance, this one right here, it hasn't crossed on the moving average, but you know the movement of the MACD, right? So it's going like this. And the red line on the MACD is going like this. So this is what tells you that there's going to be a crossover. Okay, it's not guaranteed. These are just indicators that help us predict better movements, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Okay? Great questions, by the way. Sometimes some brokers put themselves in OTC. It's something we can't really control. I don't know. Codex decided to have OTC today. You guys can use this this strategy on any broker you guys want to, as long as it has 2 minutes. For those of you wondering in regards to the app, remember that either in the live chat or in the description, you guys will be able to find the link. It's 2minutestrategyapp.com. Is this one right here. Be careful with the fake ones that are actually being distributed over there. But here's the deal. Here's the website. You can actually download it. And the way it works is this one right here. You can actually just go ahead and choose any pair you guys want to. And it's basically going to give you signals for those for those pairs. Take a look. Right now it's actually giving me a signal for 2 minutes in here. So I could enter on AUD USD. But like I said, you guys have to be careful and make sure that you choose the ones that are going with the trend. Okay? But yes, the application is right there. 2-minute strategy for group signals. We actually used it before, but a lot of people didn't understand the strategy. They were losing money, so we decided to just remove it. Is it true brokers stop certain strategies after working for a while? Not true. Okay. If you guys have any questions or issues with the app, there is a chat box right here. You just need to go into the website and talk to the chat team live. Okay, with the email, it's gonna take longer. Okay, so this is the one that we're supposed to enter for 2 minutes. I missed the entry because I was entering the question though, so I apologize. But you guys got the entry point, right? The example is what's important. Yeah, there's no reason why entering right now, but looks like it's going to be a green candle, right? Candlesticks are actually set for 2 minutes. The candles in MACD as a confirmation, yeah, actually they do work as a confirmation. The problem is that not all brokers and not all indicators actually have the trend movements in the MACD. Some of them only have the MACD itself. All right, so you can see this trade would have been a loss. I couldn't enter because I missed the entry. But we got one example, right? Super important. And the most important thing is the fact that it's not 100% accuracy. It doesn't mean that the strategy doesn't work itself, right? So I see a lot of questions. Let me go through the questions real quick. All right. Let's see if we find another entry, which I doubt. This would have been a good entry point, but I kind of missed it too. Although, no, you know what? It's really not a good entry. Yeah. Okay, questions. Let me see, what are you guys asking me right now? I'm gonna answer some questions real quick. Are my candlesticks in 1 or 5 minutes? No, it's actually in 2 minutes. Which strategy is more effective? All of them are effective. What are the two moving average? There's actually three: 6, 14, and 50. Can I use the candle? Okay, that one I already answered. Can we use MA strategies for 5 minutes. We're going to talk about it right now before we end with this streaming. In the BLW training, you use the moving average of 35 for the trend. Not really. I've never used a 35 moving average. Maybe a 50 or a 26. You did update for 50-minute strategy, but you haven't made similar updates for the 2-minute app. Does it not require updates? Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'll go ahead and update it so that it can only send signals that are with the trend. That would be cool. So I think I'm gonna do it. What time is preferred to trade? This time is perfect. 2-minute strategy app only use trend signals will be amazing. Yes, I'm gonna filter those apps, those signals. Will the app work with pocket option? Yes, sir. The 2-minute strategy work on OTC? Yes, but I don't recommend you OTC. Same moving average for 5-minute trades? Yes, same moving average for 5-minute trades. Sell Nazca? What? 2-minute strategy to BLW signals, okay? Again, now you already answered that. 2-minute strategy app will only use the trend. Okay, cool. Just stop copying and pasting signals. I'm gonna have to ban you from the streaming. How do you tell good entry and bad entry? Do you judge the type of crossing? Not really. The only way I actually have in order to filter those signals, the good and the bad ones, is just basically the indications that I just told you. Those are the only confirmations I have. Sorry. But yeah. BLW Signals Group and BLW Pro app is different or the same? No, it's different. What is the minimum amount for transaction that I can make on the trading platform? This one, you can trade as low as $1. Okay. Now, for those of you who are asking me in regards to 5 minutes, yes, it works in 5 minutes and it works exactly the same. The only difference is that you're going to have to wait longer before you actually get an entry point. So go ahead and choose 5 minutes or 5M, and that's it. With 5M, now you have the same strategy, but in 5 minutes. How cool is that, right? Or M5 on pocket option, and boom, the exact same strategy, but in 5 minutes. It works exactly the same. You enter with the exact same confirmations, but you're going to have to wait longer before, you know what I mean? I don't know. There is a fight right here between Eduardo Lopez. Funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna ban you from the streaming. There you go. That way you don't bother people anymore. There you go. Perfect. So, let me see. Questions. Should I use the 50 MA if I'm using it on the 1 minute time frame? Yeah, it's the same. How crib would you say the 2 minute strategy is? 75 to 80 if you're using it wrong, and if you're using it right, 85 to 95. What is the time period to enter a trade after the signal from the app? Sometimes you are not sitting down or on the go. If you don't enter at the beginning of the candlestick, then you shouldn't enter at all. Yeah, Thanksgiving today. Oh, yeah, true. That Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is the best binary option channel. Thank you. Thank you. My old background music. Thank you. So, yeah, people, remember, before I finish with this streaming, if you guys want to get that extra help with this strategy, this is an amazing strategy, all right? I'm not saying it's not if you trade manually, and I want to get that clear because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're always trying to sell something. No, you can do it manually. I'm not saying you can't, but if you want to get that extra help in order to make money with this specific strategy, right here is the solution. It's called 2-Minute Strategy app. The link is in the description or in the live chat. There's a special offer going on right now. You guys will be able to actually get an explanation video as to what it is. You guys will be able to fully understand what the application does. And this is what it looks like literally right now at the moment that you're watching this, is this right here. It is an application for binary options that you can choose with any broker you guys want to. Install it on your MetaTrader 5, which is 100% free. And then you select what pair you guys want to trade with and follow the signals in there. I think I'm going to do an upgrade in regards to it. So if I do, I'm going to let you guys know. But at the moment that you're watching this, or at the moment that I'm actually streaming this, the application works perfectly well, and it gives you around 70 to 80% accuracy during weekdays, Monday through Friday. So I do appreciate that you guys were in this specific streaming. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the training, and if you did, don't forget to actually visit me over there on YouTube, BLW Online Trading, or hit my Instagram account in order to follow me on my day-to-day activities as usual. So I do appreciate that you guys were here for the entire training. Make sure you guys keep on rocking, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers, people.